Hello, my name is Lucio, and welcome to the show. A while back, I finished and read the Federalist Papers by Alexander Hamilton, James Madison, and John Jay. The person who wrote most of the Federalist Papers was Alexander Hamilton, followed by James Madison and John Jay last. 77 of the 85 articles were published in the Independent Journal, and the entirety of the 85 articles was meant as a means to justify and ratify the existence of the Constitution. There is a set of groups, also known as the Anti-Federalist Papers, who disagree with this and what has been published in the independent journals between 1787 of October and 1788. I will read to you Federalist number 1. It has been frequently remarked that it seems to have been reserved to the people of this country by their conduct and example to decide the important question whether societies of men are really capable or not of establishing good government from reflection and choice, or whether they are forever denied to depend for their political constitutions on accident and force. Hamilton, who wrote this Federalist number, asked an important question, which is more philosophical than political, whether man is able to conduct himself in the sea of other men who might either do them harm or wish them well. In the history of man, there have both been cruel acts such as the Gulag Archipelago, Nine King Massacre, or just any other history books in World War II and before that. However, man in society has become more tamed and cooperative over the years, unless you're looking at the January 6th incident of the storming of the Congress. As a final conclusion to this question, I believe that man can conduct himself by reason in the Enlightenment sense to hold firm onto what he believes. However, he also needs a strong constitution in the state, and he also needs another stronger force that controls him, not directly or all the time, as such in the case with businesses in laissez-faire sense, but in an overall surrounding force which helps provide men the abilities to do what they want in their state. In another article for Federalist number, written by Hamilton in Federalist number 27, called "The Idea of Restraining the Legislative Authority in Regard to the Common Defense," considered, from the New York Packet, Tuesday, December 25th, 1787. Hamilton states, "Man is very much a creature of habit. I believe that people can get used to a great deal of things, even if they don't believe it initially. After a while, the sequence and order of events and the repetition of those events could lead one to becoming numb to the overall practice." On Federalist number 29, called "Concerning the Militia," from the Daily Advisor, Thursday, January 10, 1788, Hamilton states, "To the people of the state of New York, the power of regulating the militia and of commanding its services in times of insurrection and invasion are natural incidents to the duties of superintending the common defense and watching over the internal peace of the Confederacy." Moreover, in a section called "Reserving to the States, respectively, the appointment of the officers and the authority of training the militia according to the discipline prescribed by Congress. Of the different grounds which have been taken in opposition to the plan of convention, there is none that was so little to have been expected, or is so untenable in itself, as one from which the particular provision has been attacked. If a well-regarded, regulated militia be the most natural defense of a free country, it ought certainly to be under the regulation of the disposal of the body which is constituted the guardian of national security. This Federalist number is in regards to the Second Amendment, which, from the Constitution of the United States of America, with the Declaration of Independence, here, it says, in amendment to a well-regulated militia, being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. The liberals take to mean this as a state-controlled militia, such as an army, is necessary for the state, while a civilized, ordered militia, such as men with no rule or guns, is a bad thing. Whereas on the Republican side, it states that simply that the rights of the people should not be infringed. There is a debate between, if I can find it, between the Young Turks and Steven Crowder on a YouTube video called The Young Turks Rebuttal, Second Amendment Lies, in which discusses this very nature. I will not go into that right now because it has already been covered by Steven Crowder in his gun control series, and it also has been covered on the other side with the Young Turks. This is an important text in history, and quite a well-written one. However, I did find this particularly boring, as I am not a political student. I am a philosophy student, primarily, and among other things. However, if you're interested in the history of the U.S. and its rules that it set up, then this is a great place to start. For history, I'm mostly interested in 1700 to 1800. 1800 for the reason being of a book called Blood Meridian, called Cormac McCarthy. Thank you for listening, and have a good night.